Hello, this is Future Brian here. As you can tell by the background of this video was filmed in December of 2022. It is now February of 2023. And yeah, so I just needed to get this video out. I've been working on this video for way too long and it needs to be out there. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoy it. There may be some opinions in here that are a little saucy and everything, but yeah, that's it. Okay. Enjoy the video. Enjoy it. Hi everyone, how are you? Today we're doing a video that I wanted to do for myself and also to kind of really, I would say kind of answer some questions I've been kind of getting in the comments section, because a lot of the videos I posted, a lot of the Apple unboxings I posted didn't really have any review elements in them. And I want to kind of use that opportunity to make a video of all the Apple products that I did obtain in 2022. So that is what this video is. As you can see by the title, we are going to be reviewing and giving you guys the dirt, the tea, the truth on all the Apple products that I obtained this year. Some of these guys were gifts, some of them I purchased with my own money, some of them I financed, you know the drill of everything. So first off, a disclaimer, I'm very grateful for everything I was able to purchase this year. I'm very grateful for all of the gifts I got this year. I think I got the most Apple products I did this year than any other year in the past. We pretty much upgraded the entire Apple ecosystem this year, which was crazy and don't really recommend to anyone else. But I love technology, I love Apple products, so that's kind of what happened this year. But I think it's time to kind of go through all my Apple products that I did purchase this year. I'm going to be posting a picture right now of all the product boxes in the background, which is everything that I did get this year. But this is going to be a longer video, so if you guys want to grab a snack, get a drink, get comfortable, because we're going to be spilling all the tea on all the Apple products that I did get this year. And there's a lot of shit to get through, and there's a lot of tea that I have to spill, because some of these things in the background I don't think are worth it. But we're going to talk about it really quickly. Let's get started right now. I will be leaving a playlist down in the description of all of the products I did unbox on this channel. We're going to go in chronological order with everything that I got and all the things. So like the newest is going to be the AirPods Max. The oldest is going to be the MacBook. So we're going to start with the first product I did purchase this year with my own money, by the way, is the 14-inch MacBook Pro. The base model, M1 Pro with 16 gigabytes of RAM with 512 gigabytes of SSD space. Here it is right here. And this one is probably going to be the most positive out of all the things in the background, because honestly, this computer is one of my best purchases I've ever made. This laptop is absolutely incredible. I am obsessed with this. This is probably the most powerful laptop I've ever had. This is the best MacBook I've ever purchased, my favorite MacBook I've ever purchased. And there's just so many reasons why I love this computer so much. Let's go through them really quickly. First thing is the screen on here. It is absolutely gorgeous. I do not mind the notch at all. In fact, I find the notch really nice because it allows you to put the UI elements up in the corners of the screen and not have to have those down further. So you generally do have a bigger screen than a 13-inch MacBook. I love this thing so much. I love the keyboard. I don't mind that there's no touch bar anymore. I thought I really would miss the touch bar, but I only had the touch bar for a year, and we're going to get into why I got this computer to begin with in the first place. But as far as the general review goes, I absolutely love this thing. I love the fact that there's actually ports on this computer. As you can see, there's ports on it. It's got an SD card slot. It is like the YouTuber's dream computer, I swear. There's absolutely no complaints whatsoever with this computer. The maybe one thing I wish I would have gotten would be more storage on here, but I pretty much edit all my YouTube videos off of an external SSD. That's just what I do. I've done that for years, ever since I started working with MacBooks before. But I just edit everything off an external drive, so the storage space really wasn't a big deal for me. I was much more focused on upgrading this RAM. And that's the reason why I got this computer, is because last year I did unbox the M1 MacBook Pro. That was the base M1 MacBook Pro. That computer was absolutely amazing and brilliant, and I honestly feel for most people, the M1 or M2 MacBook Pros are literally going to be the perfect computer that you are going to use for many years to come. It is such a good computer. It is amazing. It is fast. It is really reliable. It's awesome. Only thing that complained about that computer is it didn't have any ports on it, but that's what this computer solved for me. Again, that computer is going to be amazing for many people. If you want to start up with a YouTube channel, if you're going into college, honestly, that computer is literally perfection for you. The reason why I got this computer is because with that computer, I prioritize getting more storage space than prioritize getting more RAM. If I would have just gotten the 256 gigabyte drive and I would have upgraded to 16 gigabytes of storage, I probably would not have gotten this computer this year. But because of that, and because I really was eyeing this computer ever since it came out, I decided to make the plunge when I was pretty much in a good space financially, where I was working at a good job, and where I was not having many bills so I could pay off this computer faster. Because this computer is going to stay with me for the long haul. I promise you guys it's going to stay with me for the long haul. I plan on keeping this computer probably for another 3 or 4 years at this point. It's going to be a year next year in 2023. I want to keep it for the next couple years because it is just so good to me. This is so much overhead for me with my editing skills. The 16 gigabytes of RAM is perfect. It's got like, I think, a 10-core GPU in here. So it's literally perfection, super fast, super reliant, super brilliant. I do not need anything better than this computer. Literally do not. It's perfect. It's amazing. Like I said, for me with the YouTube videos, I really needed to prioritize RAM because a lot of the times when I'm editing and exporting things, I have a lot of things open up in the background and 8 gigabytes of RAM just really isn't cutting it anymore. I feel like 16 is the perfect hot sweet space. I do get some notifications on, like, I think I have this one app on here, Clean My Mac, that says I'm using up too much RAM. But even when I'm using up too much RAM, it does not slow down at all. I can play Sims on here at high settings and it runs perfectly smooth. The fan kicks up, but it runs perfectly smooth and it's great. Doesn't jitter at all. This computer is fantastic, and this is just a base model computer. And I feel like if you are been waiting on getting a MacBook, I would get an M1 MacBook Pro literally whenever you can. The speaker system in here is absolutely brilliant. The display is a mini LED display, which is literally a gorgeous display. It's perfect. The webcam on here is pretty good too. The keyboard on here is just brilliant. I love how they brought back MagSafe. MagSafe is a really, really awesome thing for me. And there's also a status light on it, which I love. I love the status light because you can tell when your computer is done charging. Maybe the one kind of complaint I have about this computer is the battery life is not the best on here. I feel like I had better battery life on my last MacBook. I can totally recommend this computer. I love it. I'm very happy and generous and very pleased with myself that I actually was able to purchase this computer and afford this computer because, oh my God, I love it so much. Okay, so I got that computer in, I believe, April of 2022. Now we're moving on to August 2022, my birthday month, and I got some cool Apple goodies that I want to talk about. The first thing I got was, and I unwrapped, was both of these. It's the Apple Magic Keyboard and the Apple Magic Mouse. There's really not much to talk about these things. I've actually been using an old iMac mouse from like a 2010 iMac and an old iMac keyboard. And I've had those things for almost 13 years now. It's honestly crazy how long I've had those things. Actually, no, probably like 11 years. I've had those things for about 11 years now. It is really crazy that I've had them for so long and they've been working. But I needed an upgrade. I needed something more reliable. I wanted something that didn't need AA batteries. And these things are awesome for that because they're rechargeable. Only thing is that they're rechargeable via the lightning cord, which is kind of hit or miss. I'm not a huge fan of lightning cord, but honestly I understand why Apple still makes the lightning cord. So that's the only really gripe with them. I don't think they're worth the money at all. Like, I believe this was $79 and this was $100. Literally, they're not worth it at all. Like, I am so grateful that I was able to actually get these for a birthday gift. Just get like a good replica of these, or just get something from like Logitech or something like that, because they're not worth the money. They really aren't. They're not worth the money. You're paying the Apple Premium with these things, and they're just not worth the money. But next thing I got was the Apple TV 4K. Now this is the 2021 version of the Apple TV 4K. I only have the remote with me right now because the TV box is plugged in with me right now, but this was another thing I got for my birthday, which honestly I'm very grateful I got this for my birthday. Do I think it's worth the money? Actually, yes. I think the Apple TVs are definitely worth the money. The main reasons why I think they're worth the money is because I have a Samsung TV in my room and it has a very, 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 very slow OS on it that constantly glitches. It constantly logs me out of things. It was just a very, very mediocre experience. And even the video quality in some streaming apps like Disney Plus, it would look worse on the actual TV OS versus on the Apple TV. It's weird. I don't really understand it. The Apple TV has some really cool processing tricks that actually takes your iPhone camera. You put your iPhone camera up to the TV and then it like adjusts something like that, which is really cool. So that's something really cool about it. But Honestly, I think it's worth the money, especially the new one. They just released a new Apple TV 4K that's only $129, and that's honestly worth it. We got these ones on sale, so these were actually pretty decent price, but I think the Apple TV is personally worth it. I also love how you can connect your AirPods to it and you can have private listening sessions. And especially it's really, really awesome in this room because I like to watch TV at night a lot and I hear a lot of noise coming from my sister's room and from my mother's room, so I like having my AirPods in and I have like a private listening experience. I also just love how they instantly pair with the iPhone. I love how it instantly pairs with the Apple ecosystem. It's just a really nice thing. Actually control the entire TV just with this remote control, which is literally so much better than the stock remote control that the TV came with. But yeah, so definitely I think the Apple TV is definitely worth it. Again, I got this as a birthday gift, so I didn't have to spend my own money on it. But if I did have to spend my own money on it, honestly, I would recommend the Apple TV. Now that we got through the good products, we're gonna start getting through the tea and the stuff that I'm kinda on the fence on if I liked or not. Also this year in August, I also purchased AirPods Pro. I purchased AirPods Pro, oh my god. So let's talk about this really quickly. So I got the AirPods Pro, right? I've had these last year in 2021. They didn't fit in my ears, so I actually sold them. I sold them on eBay. And ever since I sold them, I've honestly been really missing them. The reason why I miss them so much is because the noise cancellation on here is just superb, and the audio quality on the AirPods Pro are literally just amazing. They're fantastic. Only thing about these is that they still don't fit in my fucking ears. I'm just gonna keep talking and like we're gonna see if they're gonna fall out, but the thing with the AirPods Pro is that they don't fit in my ears, so that's why I really cannot say I like them or recommend them. I got these with my own money. So I feel like I honestly wasted money. I got these for like $180 at Target. I can't recommend AirPods Pro. Honestly, just because they don't fit in my ears. Like as you can see, I don't know if you can see right now, it's falling out of my ears, and as soon as they start falling out of your ears, they fuck with the noise cancellation. So the noise cancellation gets worse every single time. I will say the transparency mode on here is literally brilliant and amazing, but they fall out of my ears. Let's see, come on. See? They fall on my ears. So I originally got these again because I started going back to school on campus again, and I really wanted noise canceling headphones to be with me that actually would, you know, noise cancel. But they do not fit in my ears. I need to find another solution for them. And honestly, for 180 bucks, I cannot recommend the AirPods Pro. I definitely regret this purchase. Alright, now we're on to September of 2022. And what launched in September of 2022? Nothing more than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I have it in a blank space case right now, which actually just got a bunch of blank space cases, which honestly, here's the real tea. We're gonna get this tea out really quickly. I do not support Casetify. I do not support Casetify. I think Casetify is overpriced and they're not worth the quality. 90 bucks for a phone case is fucking ridiculous. $70 for a phone case is fucking ridiculous. I got 4 of these blank space cases, which are literally almost identical to Casetify cases. Like if you can see, they're literally almost identical to Casetify cases. I got 4 of these cases for $68. 4 cases for $68 fucking dollars on a promo sale. They come up to like about $30 a piece. That is so much cheaper than buying a $70 phone case at Casetify that I literally cannot recommend Casetify. I don't recommend them at all, but anyways, here is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Let's talk about this phone really quickly. So I got this phone and I had literally no reason to get this phone. I had the iPhone 13 Pro Max before. There was no reason for me to get this phone. I'm going to be 1000% transparent. Honestly, when I saw the rumors for this phone, I did not want to get it. I thought it was ugly. I did not like the dynamic island, which before we just saw it was a circle and a hole punch. I didn't like the hole punch and the oval. I hated that so much. I was like, this is disgusting. I didn't like the fact that it came in a white box. I didn't like the always on display at first. I didn't like a lot of things. Until I got this phone and I started falling in love with it. I love this phone now. Was it worth the money? Was it worth the purchase? Absolutely not. This phone was not worth me upgrading for. Now, because I upgraded for it, and am I going to get rid of this phone? Absolutely not. I'm going to keep it again. But to be completely transparent with you, going from an iPhone 13 Pro Max to an iPhone 14 Pro Max was not worth the upgrade. It literally was not. Now, what are the good things on the iPhone 14 Pro Max? I love the always on display. I think the always on display is actually really cool and creative, and I love the fact that you can actually now turn off the wallpaper on it, so it's just showing the time. I love the always on display now. I actually use the always on display now on my Apple Watch too, so I love it. I love the always on display. I love the camera system on here. Now also, to be transparent, for like the first 2 weeks having this phone, Instagram, every time I would open up Instagram, this camera would click. The main camera lens would click every time I'd open up Instagram and open up the camera. The color. I love the color. The color is absolutely gorgeous. I love the front-facing camera on here. The front-facing camera on here is literally awesome. I love the dynamic island. I think it's super cool that whenever you're playing music on here, you can see the dynamic island moving in the background. I think that is the coolest fucking thing to exist. Is it worth upgrading to for the dynamic island? No. Is it worth upgrading to for the always-on display? No. Is it worth upgrading to because of the front-facing camera and the back-facing camera? No. Are all these things really nice and cool and I'm very happy I have them? Yes. This is the first iPhone I kind of regret purchasing. There was literally no reason for me to get this phone. Going from the iPhone 13 Pro Max to the iPhone 14 Pro Max, they're almost the exact same phone. I would only get this phone if you have like an iPhone 11 or older. Unless you want to get like the bigger size, which actually that's why last year I got one from the iPhone 12 Pro to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, is I wanted a bigger size and I wanted better battery life. That being said, will I probably get the iPhone 15 Pro Max? Probably. It's not worth the upgrade. I'm sorry, it's not worth the upgrade. Alright guys, we are on the last two purchases of the year. The last two purchases of the year, and we have lots of tea on both of them. First off was, in October of this year, I got the iPad Pro M1 2021 edition 12.9 inch. That's a long fucking name. That's a long fucking name. The iPad Pro. Let's talk about the iPad Pro. So, let's talk about the reason why I upgraded, because this one I actually had a reason to upgrade. Unlike the phone, I had a reason to upgrade. I had the iPad Pro 2020 before, and I love that thing. That thing was literally amazing. It was the perfect size. It was literally perfect in every single aspect. One thing I didn't really kind of like on it is I feel like the screen could have been better, but it was literally the perfect iPad to begin with. It was perfect. It was a perfect size. I still miss that size, to be honest, but we're gonna get into that in a second. It was perfect. There was no reason for me to get a new iPad this year, especially because they announced Stage Manager, and now the Stage Manager works on an iPad. So there was no reason for me to get this iPad, and I still got it. The reason why I got it is because I noticed this year that it was not lasting me through the entire day. I started using that iPad as my main computer device for school. Like I literally would bring that thing to campus and I would type on it, I would use it, and that would be my main device. I would do Zoom calls on it, I would be doing essays on it. It was my main device for the campus because I didn't want to bring my $2,000 MacBook to campus that often because that's fucking expensive, okay? So I brought my iPad to campus. And I've noticed so many issues with iPad OS and my computer software that I use for school that honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but an iPad as your main device for college, I would not recommend. I would not recommend an iPad as your main device for college. I also regret this iPad Pro. I regret it because honestly, thinking back on it now, this iPad is literally just my old iPad, but it's bigger. That's the only difference. It's got a nicer screen, sure, but you're not gonna notice a nicer screen all the time. You're not gonna notice it, you're only gonna notice it in videos. And even in videos, the quality difference is not the biggest. Is it nice having a bigger iPad now? Yes, absolutely, but this was a regret I have. This is honestly my most regretted purchase of the year. The iPhone, at least I enjoy. This iPad, on the other hand, let's be frank, let's be 100% legit. I don't enjoy this iPad. I feel like it's too big for me. I feel like that I am too much in debt because of it, because I had to buy a new iPad. I honestly feel like I should have just fucking stuck it out and kept the old iPad and just had a battery pack with it. I feel like I should have done that. I feel like I should not have spent money on this iPad. I should not have bought this iPad. And with the iPad, I had to get the Magic Keyboard accessory. Now, this Magic Keyboard accessory was part of Christmas gifts. So I didn't have to pay full money for it, but let's talk about the Magic Keyboard. Let's talk about this Magic Keyboard. It sucks. The reason why it sucks is because I've had so many issues with this thing. I've had so many issues where literally the trackpad would work on here, but the keyboard would stop working and I'd have to either turn off the iPad, return it back on, or take it off the connector, put it back in the connector. I don't know why, but especially this one, apparently, I don't know if I have it done or something like that, but I've had so many issues with this thing disconnecting in the middle of class. The keyboard would disconnect from the iPad in the middle of fucking class. And that would just piss me the fuck off because I'll be trying to type notes and the keyboard wouldn't work. I'd be trying to use a trackpad and the keyboard wouldn't fucking work. It makes me feel like, fuck, why did I spend so much money on this iPad? iPad OS honestly fucking sucks. I hate to say it, but iPad OS sucks. Okay, like Stage Manager, while it is cool and all, while Stage Manager is absolutely really freaking cool on here, using an iPad as your main computer device for college is not. If you're going to spend money on an Apple product, you should get a MacBook for school. And then once you have enough money, I would get an older iPad with an Apple Pencil and I'd use that for note taking. That's just the truth, guys. That is literally just the truth. I feel like an iPad is not worth it for school. My most regretted Apple purchase of the year is definitely the iPad Pro. We have one more thing to talk about of Apple products I purchased this year, and we're going to get into it. The final Apple purchase I made this year was, of course, the AirPods Max. You guys just saw this AirPods Max unboxing, and during it, you also saw the fact that this thing was dirty in the box. You also saw the fact that I was contemplating getting new ones. Now, let's be frank. I washed these things. I used disinfectant on these things, so these things are totally fine now. Now let's talk about these things for a second. AirPods Max are probably my favorite Apple headphones I've ever used. These are my favorite AirPods ever. They are such good quality. I love the fact that they have noise canceling. I love the fact that they have auto transparency. I love the fact that they actually fit on my head. Like these guys, they fit on my head, okay? They fit on my head. I love the fact that you can actually replace these ear cuffs and you know, wash them if they get dirty. I was freaking out the fact that water can get into the speaker port on it, but honestly, I don't think that really happens. I think it's just when there's too much condensation. What I do when I wear these for too long is I will take the ear cups off and I would dust these out and I would just let them sit and let them dry. Now let's talk about if they are worth the price tag. So these things cost on Apple's website right now. You can get AirPods Max for $550. Are these worth $550? No. These are not worth $550 in the slightest bit. Do they have amazing sound quality? Yes. Do they have amazing transparency mode? Yes. Do I love listening to these things? Yes. Are they super comfortable? Yes. Do they also have the magic of AirPods where they instantly connect to your phone, where you connect them to all your Apple devices, you can switch between them really quickly, and you can also see the battery percentage on it? Yes. Are these things awesome? Yes. Are they worth $550? No. Are they worth $400? No. Are they worth $250? Oh god, these are fucking worth $250, absolutely. Yes. So are AirPods Max worth the price? No. No, 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 no. They're not worth the price. But if you can get these guys for under $400, I say go for it. I think these are definitely worth, I'd say they're probably worth at the most $380 at the most. These are worth $380 at the most. Now, to be frank, I got these guys for $404 at Best Buy with the Open Box program. Are they worth $404? Yes. Are they worth any more than that? No. No, 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 no. Do I regret purchasing these guys? That's the tea. We're going to get the tea out there really quickly. Do I regret purchasing these? So-so. So-so. I don't think they're worth the price. I don't think they're worth $450. I don't think they're worth $550. These are very, 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 very premium headphones, and I treat them as such. So, of course, they're going to be very expensive, but to be frank, I would definitely wait to get AirPods Max until Apple releases a cheaper version. Do I regret my purchase? Not really. Because I listen to music so much on my phone, I listen to music so much through AirPods that the music experience on here is just perfect and it sounds so amazing that to me personally, I definitely think the premium price is kind of worth it. Not worth full price. You need to get these on sale. I would not pay full price for these at all. This smart case I don't like because I feel like they're going to rip in my bag and they're going to get really crushed in my bag. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they do this. I don't like the fact that they do that. That's the opinion of AirPods Max. Are they worth the price? No. But are they really good quality? Yes. All right. And that concludes all the Apple products I want to review for this year. Let's go do a wrap up really quickly. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because this was very, very, very long and there's a lot of opinions in it and there's a lot of things that you probably didn't think I was going to say, but I wanted to be really transparent and truthful with you guys. Yeah, so the things I regret purchasing are definitely the iPad and the iPhone and kind of AirPods Max, not really, but I think the iPad and the iPhone are definitely the things that I feel like I could have definitely went without getting this year. Even the AirPods too, I did not need to get those this year. Both sets of AirPods I did not need. The AirPods Pro, definitely I didn't need those at all. The iPhone definitely didn't need, and the iPad I definitely didn't need. I feel like I literally just could have just had a fucking battery pack for the iPad and been fine. The AirPods Max, I'm glad I got them. Do I need them? No. The MacBook, I'm so glad I bought. That's definitely like the 10 out of 10 purchase I got this year. The Apple TV, I absolutely love. The Apple keyboards I got, I absolutely love too. But that is it. That is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that button down below and subscribe and click the notification bell to get notifications on whenever I upload a video. Be sure to check the playlist down in the description down below for all my Apple unboxings, and I shall see you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye! Alright guys, so I just want to do a wrap up really quickly. This video was filmed, of course, in 2022. It is now 2023. couple updates. I did sell that iPad, like I said in the little clip on there. I sold that iPad. I have a new one, so there's that. Yeah, I can't wait to be posting more videos for you guys in the future. Thank you guys for watching this channel. I really appreciate it, and that's kind of it. But yeah, so it took me forever to edit this video. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the future. This is a really honest review of all my Apple products. I really agree with all these opinions, but yeah, that's it. All right, have a good day. Bye. Peace. Bye.